Welcome to the biggest countdown in the world.
The hottest songs in America. 28 million people listening across 6 continents.
Broadcasting worldwide from the heart of Hollywood.
The hits you love and the artists who bring them to life.
This is American Top 40. Here's your host, Ryan Seacrest.
Thanks for plugging into the biggest countdown in the world. Seacrest with you, ready to run them down from 40 to number 1. And today on the show, we'll get to know the new Bachelorette, Charity Lawson. And Kevin and Frankie Jonas tell us what to expect on the new season of Claim to Fame. Plus, Dua Lipa breaks into the top 10 with a hit from the Barbie movie soundtrack. That's all on the way. First, let me take you back, set the stage. A week ago at number 3, Miley Cyrus.
I can buy myself flowers.
At number 2, it was Rema and Selena.
Baby, show me you can calm down, calm down.
Check it on top for 5 weeks. Sure thing, Miguel. That's who led the chart last time. Let's find out they can do it again. We're starting things with a former number 1 from Taylor Swift, Antihero, number 40 on American Top 40.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Rooting for the anti-hero.
AT40 Taylor there, Seacrest with you. We're counting down the hottest songs in North America on High. Hey, Louis Capaldi's been open about his struggles with mental health, and recently he canceled a few shows in order to rest and channel his focus into his performance at a festival in his home of Scotland. When he took the stage, he admitted that he felt overwhelmed by the faces in the audience, and he said that he's taking another break from performing. We might not see him live for the rest of the year. But he clarified that it's just a temporary pause, and he promises he'll be back to perform for fans as soon as he can. Louis Capaldi, wish you the best at 39.
I miss knowing what you're thinking and hearing how your day's been. I never left, oh, but instead I only wish you the best.
American Top 40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
Number 38.
David Guetta, BB Rexa down 3 to 38. There's Good.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. So let me tell you, the Jonas Brothers, they rise 3 spots with their summertime hit. We'll play that for you in a bit. And Taylor Swift rolling in with our only debut and the second of her 4 chart entries this week. Straight ahead.
American Top 40.
Is back in a sec.
These are the hottest songs in America.
On American Top 40.
Number 37. I left you here, heard you keep the part of me wants you back, but I know it won't work like that, huh?
Gracie Abrams, I know it won't work. 37 on the countdown. Well, the Jonas Brothers said their new project, the album, is musically inspired by the artists they grew up listening to with their parents, like Jefferson Starship, America, and a group they feel a special connection with, the Bee Gees. The influence from the Bee Gees is substantial on the new track because, like the Jonas Brothers, they too are a band of 3 brothers who focus on harmony and melody. But the guys knew that they needed input from outside of the family for the new song, so they brought in songwriter and producer John Bellion to help them in the process. Here it is, Summer Baby, number 36 on AT40.
You're a fool, no problem, lucky I'm your baby's father. Got that to the right, yeah, you go to the left, I'm catching feels.
Up 3 spots for the Jonas Brothers there on American Top 40. Summer Baby. It's Oman's High FM, the home of American Top 40. Now, when Kim Petras started her music career, she came to the USA from Germany totally alone with only $500 to her name. But she had dreams of becoming a pop star. She tried to get studio time anywhere she could, and she booked sessions with any producer who would meet with her. But she didn't let any obstacles stand in her way. And that's why Kim looks up to creatives that are authentic and unafraid of forging their own path, because that's exactly what she had to do. Now she's got a Grammy-winning hit on the countdown. Here's Unholy, Sam Smith and Kim Petras, 35. Down 3 to 35 on American Top 40, Sam Smith and Kim Petras. It's American Top 40 on High. And now let's get into our only debut this week. Cruel Summer, Taylor Swift, lands on the chart right here, right now at number 34.
People dream high in the quiet of the night.
New 34, Cruel Summer from Taylor Swift. Here's an American Top 40 Extra.
Temperature rising, bodies united.
AT40 Extra there. The Weekend and Future.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. So Kim Petras and Nicki Minaj are on the way with their team up. Plus, Flo Rida has a song that samples the Four Seasons #1 hit from 1976. Straight ahead.
You're on air with Ryan Seacrest on American Top 40. Broadcasting worldwide. Direct access to the stars and the biggest hits in the USA.
This is American Top 40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
We're heading into 33, and Ray just wrapped up a run as the opener for SZA on the European and UK legs of the SOS tour. And she says it was actually a simple process to get a spot on the tour because all she did was ask. She sent SZA a DM and told her she'd love to be involved with her tour. And SZA replied that she's a huge fan, and she was just listening to Ray's album, so she thought it was a great idea to take her along. And now they are close friends, and they both have hits on the chart. Ray with 070 Shake, Escapism, number 33. That falls 3 spots at 33. You're on American Top 40. Ray and 070 Shake. Here's the latest hit from Flo Rida, which samples December 1963 by the Four Seasons. This version's called What a Night. 32. It's AT40.
Feel like I'm 22, you know I'm 305. Tatted on my body, I got everybody in a job. Somebody hit the light camera, let me improvise. I can't even lie, what a time to be alive. Drinks in the sky, that's the
Flo Rida. What a Night. 32 on High.
Number 31.
Yeah. It's Barbie and it's Kim Petras.
I've been trying to give it to you all night. What's it gonna take to get you all alone? What's it gonna take to get you all alone?
Alone dropping 6 to 31. Kim Petras featuring Nicki Minaj. It's American Top 40 on High. All right, there's a new song out with some heat behind it that includes vocals from an artist named Money Long. But it's not her first brush with the countdown. She just missed the chart. It was back in 2009 with a hit called Dollhouse, which was released under her real name, Priscilla Renee. And she officially debuted on American Top 40 in 2014 with a track named John Doe, which was a collaboration with B.O.B. But that one was released under only her first name, Priscilla. So this new song could be her first hit on the chart under her new moniker, Money Long. It's called Angel Part 1. She's teaming up with Kodak Black, NLE Choppa, Jimin, and Jake. It is an AT40 on the Verge track.
Angel, don't fly so close to me.
That is on the verge of making the countdown. Angel Part 1, Kodak Black, NLE Choppa with Jimin, Jake, and Money Long.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. We'll hear about the new music that Kesha's got coming in a few. And Lil Durk and J. Cole soaring ahead 6 spots with our fastest riser. This.
All my life, they be trying to keep me down.
American Top 40. The hits you love and the artists who bring them to life.
American Top 40.
We're 10 hits into the run to the top, and Lizzo has had a lot of success recently in the world of TV after winning an Emmy last year and making guest appearances on some of the most popular shows around. But she wants to set the record straight for any fans that are worried her music will take a back seat to new visual creative pursuits. I'll tell you what she said. But first, 30, All My Life, Lil Durk, J. Cole.
Dougie told me he been on some positive. Yeah.
All My Life. Lil Durk, J. Cole climbs 6 spots right there. That's our fastest rising hit of the week. It's High FM. Lizzo's halfway to an EGOT. After the very first foray into television, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls earned her an Emmy to place beside her Grammys. And she's followed that up with guest appearances on The Mandalorian and on the historic 750th episode of The Simpsons. Not to mention her documentary, Love, Lizzo, and Special Lizzo Live in Concert, both for Max. It's safe to say Lizzo's conquering of television is well underway, but don't expect her priorities to shift. She tells IndieWire, I never thought in a million years this is how I would be on TV, but here I am. That said, music is always going to be priority number one and home for me, and everything that I do is going to have some sort of tie to my music. I don't feel like I need to do TV. I only do it if I want to, if it's right, and if I feel like it. Even still, there's talk Lizzo could win yet another Emmy for her critically acclaimed doc, Love Lizzo, which is on Max.
On air with Ryan Seacrest on American Top 40.
Number 29.
American Top 40.
Number 28.
Cause girls is players too.
Coil Ray, Players 28. It's more likely not sweater weather wherever you are, but we can channel chilly vibes with The Neighborhood, AT40 Extra.
All I am is a man.
AT40 Extra there. So Melanie Martinez and Harry Styles each climbing 3 spots with hits on the way. Plus, Pitbull jumping ahead on a couple more next.
American Top 40.
Is back in a sec.
These are the hottest songs in America.
On American Top 40.
We're up to 27 on the countdown. Pitbull has a new album out this weekend, and he says the new stuff is a high-speed thrill ride from the recording studio to the racetrack. The project is called Trackhouse, and it's a collaboration with Trackhouse Racing, which NASCAR fans will recognize as a professional car racing group. Pitbull says the new songs are a perfect mixture of his passions for music and auto racing, and he promises the album will make fans want to step on the gas. Trackhouse, Jumpin', Pitbull, Lil Jon, 27, AT40. Pitbull, Lil Jon, Jumpin' at 27. Here's Britney with an American Top 40 Extra.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling?
You're on air with Ryan Seacrest.
American Top 40.
Number 26.
Meet me at midnight.
26 on our countdown. That's Lavender Haze. It's Oman's High FM, the home of American Top 40. So take a look. We're inside the top 30. And if you go to a big concert, it can be stressful to make sure you don't miss a second of the main event. But you should know that if you see Harry Styles, the pressure's off. He actually stopped his show recently to allow a pregnant fan time to go use the restroom before he continued singing. And we can't promise he'll take multiple breaks so you can grab some nachos mid-show, but anything is possible. Here is Harry, Satellite 25 on American Top 40.
You got a new life.
Up 3 to 25 for Harry Styles there, Satellite. So let me get to Melanie Martinez, right? Melanie's out on her Portals tour, and you have to see the makeup and prosthetics she wears on stage when she's in character as, quote, the creature. Put pictures up at AmericanTop40.com if you want to see those. 24 now, Void. It's Melanie Martinez.
In the void. In the void. In the void.
Melanie Martinez and Void climbing 3 to 24.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. And our recent guest host, Rita Ora, has a hit coming up next. And a few minutes ago, we heard Angel Part 1. But just ahead, we have a song that's a Part 2.
American Top 40.
Continues next. The biggest countdown in the world. American Top 40.
A few hits away from the top 20. Let me get to Kesha. She's got a new album out called Gag Order, which she made with a legendary producer. We'll hear from Kesha about what went into the new songs after 23, praising you. Rita Ora, Fatboy Slim, AT40.
I've been gone for a minute, been low key with my business.
Rita Ora, Fatboy Slim, praising you. You're on the countdown with us, talking about Kesha, right? So her new album is called Gag Order. It's personal. It's a raw project that she worked on with producer Rick Rubin, who's behind hits, oh my gosh, from the Beastie Boys, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Linkin Park, Johnny Cash, and the list goes on and on. When I was talking to Kesha recently, she told me what inspired the album and why people might be surprised by what they hear. Take a listen.
I called it Gag Order because I felt like, it's probably not that dissimilar to your job where you mostly bring people lots of joy and entertainment and fun. And it's so necessary in the world we live in to have places you can go that are you get to exercise joy. But so for me to put words and music to all of these other emotions that are not what people are used to hearing from me, like anger, rage, grief, sadness, loss. So to make an entire record like that, I couldn't have done it without Rick helping and saying like, it's okay.
Just like trusting yourself, like he got you to trust yourself to do it?
Yes. And I still, I'm so nervous having it come out, but I really trust Rick and I trust the room we were in. It was such a beautiful, safe
Were you out in
space.
Malibu at this place I see in the documentary?
Yes. When I'd get stuck on a lyric, I'd go walk down to the ocean and jump in. And it was just really beautiful, but it definitely was intense. Like it was an intense process for me to know that I'm the person that put out TikTok.
Is he like a therapist too?
I mean, he's not.
But I'm saying,
for
like,
me,
in a way.
In a way, absolutely. Because he just creates this space where he's like, just go into that emotion. Something that I would usually not ever go into. Yeah, because I didn't really think people wanted that side of me. They just wanted to come and have fun.
There's Kesha, Gag Order, out now. And we're back on the countdown to 22. Boy's a Liar, Part 2. Pink Panthers and Ice Spice.
Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me?
American Top 40.
Number 21.
That's Luke Combs, 21 Fast Car and AT40.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. We'll hear from Kevin and Frankie Jonas about the latest season of their TV show Claim to Fame. Coming up, plus SZA rising a couple spots with the new #1 hip-hop track, This.
In this news and miss the moment. You're just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do.
American Top 40.
Turn it up.
Direct access to the stars.
And the biggest hits in the USA.
This is American Top 40.
Halfway to #1. Now, Pink is just a few dates into her summer carnival tour with some shows in Germany this weekend. And she brought her kids along for the ride, but this time her daughter Willow is getting more involved. They surprised the crowd on the first night when Willow joined her mom on stage to sing Cover Me with Sunshine. But Pink says that a singing career might not be in her daughter's future because her dream is to go to culinary school and move to New York to become a baker before running her own amusement park. I like those goals. Here's number 20, Trust Fall. It's Pink.
Picture a place where it what if we just
That's number 20 in American Top 40 from Pink. All right, here's the latest hit from Post Malone. Morning, 19, AT40.
Don't sober up. The sun is killing.
Snooze, 18 from SZA on the countdown. All right, music has the power to bring people together all over the world. And the guys in Maroon 5 hope to channel that energy into their new song. Their track Middle Ground explores the challenges of living in a world that's increasingly divided with the hopes that everyone can find a way to get along. Here is the song that the band says is a rally cry of humanity on a universal level. Maroon 5, AT40 on the Verge track, Middle Ground.
I need peace, I need hope, I need. There's a middle ground.
So that's Maroon 5. It's on the verge of making this chart. It's called Middle Ground.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. All right, Miley Cyrus is coming up with the first of 2 hits for her this week. And after sliding down the chart last time, NF is back up a spot. Next.
American Top 40.
Is back in a sec.
This is American Top 40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
Number 17.
NF17, that's Happy.
I was happy.
We're moving through the top 20. And you may not know this, but David Guetta's latest single, Baby Don't Hurt Me, was actually co-written by Ed Sheeran, even though he's not a featured artist on the track. When we were talking to Ed a few weeks back, he told us about working with David Guetta and how they might even have more music coming. Ed Sheeran.
It was a really fun process writing with David. He is just a live wire. I love him. He's so excitable, and we're still working on quite a lot of other songs, and I just really enjoy that process.
Get ready for more from David Guetta and Ed Sheeran. Right now, here is Baby Don't Hurt Me. David Guetta with Anne-Marie. Coil Ray, 16.
I want you for the dirty and clean. What is love?
16 on American Top 40. Guetta, Anne-Marie, Coil Ray, and the hits roll on. The word jaded is used to describe a feeling of being tired or bored or lacking enthusiasm, which is the exact opposite of how people feel when they hear this song. But it's called Jaded. Miley Cyrus, 15.
I don't wanna go and talk too long.
Miley Cyrus 15 on American Top 40. That's Jaded. On High, you know, the members of 50/50, they say they've been preparing to be in the group since they were in middle school, which was long before they all met. Every member admits that they looked up to K-pop groups while finding their own sound early in their training, and they each dreamed of expressing themselves through music on stages, in front of fans, all over the world. And now that dream has come true because this song is an international hit. Cupid, 50/50, 14.
Forgotten romantic all my life.
That's Cupid on American Top 40. It's 14. Here's an American Top 40 Extra Industry Baby. Well, Nas and Jack Harlow with an extra.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. All right, 2C, a notch closer to your top 10. And The Weeknd has a song that's been hanging in longer than any other. 42 weeks on the way.
American Top 40.
Continues next.
These are the hottest songs in America.
On American Top 40.
Just outside the top 10, let's go. Jonas Brothers just released their new album. It's called The Album, but Kevin Jonas is working on a different project with his bro, Frankie. Not in the band, but they're working together. We'll hear from them about their show, Claim to Fame, after the Jonas Brothers do Waffle House. 13.
We never knew how to forfeit.
Jonas Brothers, Waffle House, that's 13 on American Top 40. So, Kevin and Frankie Jonas are the hosts of Claim to Fame, which just kicked off its second season on ABC. I talked to two of the Jonas Brothers the other day, and they explained how the show works and why the stakes are higher in season 2. Kevin Jonas.
They're all related to a famous celebrity. The idea is we put 12 of these contestants in a house together, and none of them know who is related to any of the celebrities, and they have to figure out who others are related to while keeping their secret, a secret, which is great. So it's really fun and pretty intense, and the first episode is absolutely wild, and it's been a fun time doing it. It's the second season now, and we're having a blast.
And what is it, Frankie, like, when you guys don't know, right? I mean, you have to figure it out yourself?
We have no idea. We try and go into it as unknowing as possible so we can have the most genuine reactions.
Are there voices or is there body language or what is it that you look for?
It's a little different, right? Because we have tons of clues in the house. They have clue walls. Every conversation they're having, we completely sequester them. So they have no internet, no phone, no TV, no nothing. And then from there, they are pretty much only going off of the conversations they can have in the house. So you're kind of taking everything at face value for as long as you do.
I mean, you didn't know Zendaya's cousin was Zendaya's cousin?
No, the only person we knew was Simone Biles' sister, which is obviously Adrian's, like for all intents and purposes, pretty much twins. So it became a strategy for most because they're like, cool, we know this one, so we'll save that for a long term. But then she kept winning challenges and kept getting immunity. So then they didn't know what to do with themselves. So it was like kind of like they kept shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. But it was really, the show is super fun. This season, because of the first one, they finally had something to watch. They kind of like came in with their
they
own
knew
game.
what they were getting into.
Exactly.
You can watch new episodes of Claim to Fame Mondays, 8 o'clock ABC. Stream it next day on Hulu. Back to the numbers. We're at 12. Die for You, The Weeknd.
American Top 40.
Number 11. Nobody's gonna make you change what you promised. Don't like any way but you, darling.
2C, favorite song, number 11 on AT40.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. We're going to get to know the new Bachelorette, Charity Lawson, and a few. And in just her 4th week, Dua Lipa breaks into the top 10 with this.
Watch me.
Dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face.
American Top 40.
American Top 40.
On the Verge Artist.
Mr. Worldwide. Back in your hand.
That's Jumpin' by Pitbull and Lil Jon. It's an American Top 40 on the Verge track.
This is American Top 40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
We have made it to the top 10. And if you're a fan of the Disney Plus show, High School Musical, the series, we have an update on the new season, which premieres next month. First, though, Dua Lipa, Dance the Night, 10. Dance the Night, Dua Lipa, number 10. If you or your kids love High School Musical, the series, I'm sorry to report that just like High School, the show will be coming to an end after 4 years. Creator Tim Federle shared his decision on social, writing, "After 4 years at East High, it's time to graduate. This will be our final endgame season. This show brought the most extraordinary cast, crew, and collaborators into my life. To the fans who embraced our super meta series, we don't not love you. We can't wait to share this epic fourth act with you all. It's impossible to neglect the incredible springboard this show served as launching the careers of stars like Olivia Rodrigo, Joshua Bassett, and Julia Lester. Thankfully, fans won't have to wait very long for the final season. All of High School Musical, the series. Final episodes hit Disney Plus August 9th.
On air with Ryan Seacrest on American Top 40.
Number 9.
Oh, I keep dancing with my
American Top 40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
Number 8.
SZA, Kill Bill. That's 8 on AT40. All right, the guys in One Republic love to perform for fans all over the world. So when the COVID-19 pandemic forced them to cancel their tour, they couldn't wait to get back on stage. But Ryan Tedder said that after restrictions lifted, they swung too hard in the other direction. They overbooked in 2022 to make up for lost time. So now he said the band is slowing down a bit to spend more time with their families and find a balance when it comes to live shows. But they're still making a lot of music, and their latest hit could make the countdown real soon. Runaway, One Republic, an American Top 40 on the Verge track.
run away. Right now, let's just run away. One last shot, hold on a minute.
Runaway, One Republic, AT40 on the Verge track.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. After slipping last week, Post Malone is back on the rise, and Morgan Wallen inching up a spot with the current number 1 country track. Stay with us.
You're on air with Ryan Seacrest on American Top 40.
Yo, turn it up. These are the hottest songs in America.
On American Top 40.
Inside the top 10. New season of The Bachelorette's underway. It's on ABC. Charity Lawson is the Bachelorette, returning to the franchise after her breakup with Bachelor Zach Shallcross earlier this year. We'll talk to Charity and hear about what's coming this season after 7. Last night, Morgan Wallen.
Last night we let the liquor talk. No, it wasn't last night.
There's Morgan Wallen at 7 here on American Top 40. Hello, Bachelorette Charity Lawson. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing?
War Eagle.
War Eagle. Wait, I love this. Absolutely.
I only know because I went to the University of Georgia.
Oh, well then great. You and my brother share something in common, but it's War Eagle over here.
Go Dogs. So a child and family therapist and a master's in clinical mental health counseling. So what is it that you do or will do with all of that?
Yeah, so before actually all of this kind of started, my title was a child and family therapist. I worked specifically with like kids and trauma. So very hard, intensive work, but extremely rewarding. And so, yeah, I just offer counseling to the kids. And then when necessary, I would meet with their families. But obviously, yeah, that's what I did beforehand. Life obviously looks very different now being the Bachelorette, but we're hoping to go back to work or utilize my degree to some extent after, all this kind of just wraps up.
Curious to know what guys think when they're watching the suitors get out of the car and they come full speed, full court press, trying to make that first impression. Some can make us feel inadequate. Some can, make us feel, oh, so glad I didn't say that. What are you, in your inner dialogue, has anyone ever flipped the script in your mind? Like you see them coming and you're thinking, please disappear, but they impress you?
No, see, I think it's so funny that you asked that. I think I come in not having my standards too high because it's for that reason exactly. I know that there's always going to be some sort of curveball thrown your way, especially on night one. So I think I kind of had my standard, like even playing field for everyone. And in that way, they could either, exceed that. And then obviously that will be the reason that they stand out, or I just kind of leave them at where they're at. But no, for the most part, these limo entrances were insane. The guys have a lot of personality, which is so important for me and huge. And I was going to see who really was going to lean into that and break the shell and stand out. And so most of them, they definitely brought it for sure.
So what's the most terrifying part of doing this?
the whole thing, I mean, is just terrifying because it's like you're putting yourself back out there. It's like a huge risk. It's like you don't know. You hope that you're compatible or like at least one of these guys will work out. But the reality is it could not be anyone. And so you're going through all of this and it's so emotionally taxing, physically exhausting. You're having to do a lot in like a small amount of time, all for the sake of like truly what you really want, which is love. So I think for me, my biggest fear was like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to work out. And here I am again, putting all my emotions. And then obviously what we know is like the world seeing that and watching it back.
It's so fascinating every single time. Look at the staying power of this franchise, too. People just get sucked into it, as you have a couple times here. Charity, good luck. We'll be following along and placing our bets. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
From Hollywood to you.
American Top 40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
Number 6.
Post Malone, Chemical at 6.
Coming up next.
It's High FM. All right, here we go. Metro Boomin is coming with a song that's been in the top 5 since February. Don't miss it. And Taylor Swift becomes the first woman to score 4 simultaneous hits since Doja Cat last year.
American Top 40
is back in a sec.
High FM. High FM.
This is American Top 40
with Ryan Seacrest.
Number 5.
I can say, if you're gonna do your thing, then don't come back to me.
5, AT40, Creepin', Metro Boomin, 21 Savage, and The Weeknd. We're inside your top 5. And this next song was an immediate success from the moment it released, but insiders believe it has the potential to bring Miley Cyrus to a huge career milestone. We're still months away from the 2024 Grammy nominations, but early predictions have this next track as a contender for both Record of the Year and Song of the Year, which would be her first nominations in either category. And this song alone has the potential to earn Miley more nominations itself than she's received throughout her entire career so far. We'll have to wait till later in the year when the nominees are officially announced, but for now, Flowers is still near the top of the chart, number 4.
We were good.
Miley Cyrus, number 4 in American Top 40. It's High FM. Well, Calvin Harris and Ellie Goulding are longtime collaborators, and their new single could be their third team up to make it onto the countdown. They first hit the chart back in 2013 with I Need Your Love, which made it to number 5. They reached number 8 with Outside in 2015, and now in 2023, they could make it to the top 40 again with their latest, called Miracle. It's in the breakout spot right here.
When you hold me.
Calvin Harris and Ellie Goulding, AT40 breakout, Miracle. And here's the 4th simultaneous hit on the countdown this weekend from Taylor Swift. This one is from her Midnights album. It's Karma. We're almost on top. This is number 3.
You flip the script for the hell of it.
Taylor Swift there, number 3 in Karma on AT40. It's High FM. Let me break it down for you. Last weekend, Miguel spent a 5th week at number 1, but soon we'll find out if he has the momentum to keep going or if Rema and Selena Gomez can climb back to the top. Find out who claims the biggest song in the USA when we hit the top 2 in just a sec.
American Top 40
continues next.
This is American Top 40
with Ryan Seacrest.
Down to the top 2. And one of the vocalists of this next song hasn't released an album since 2020, but she posted on social that she's back in the studio. She recently traveled to Paris, and many fans believe the trip was only for fun, but she confirmed the real reason she came to the French city was to record her next album. I don't know anything official about the new music, but for now, Selena Gomez has a big hit on her hands with Rema. Calm Down is number 2.
Another banger.
Number 2, Calm Down from Rema and Selena Gomez. So now there's nothing left but number 1. It's High FM. This singer at the top climbed the chart with a song he recorded 12 years ago. But he wants everyone to know that just because he found success with an older song, he is not slowing down. The popularity of the track has inspired him to get back to work and finish his next album because now he has a bunch of new fans hungry to hear more of the artist with the number 1 song in the USA.
Number 1.
It is Miguel, Sure Thing, the number 1 song on American Top 40 for 6 weeks straight.
Love me like a brother. Treat you like a friend. Treat you like a friend. Respect you like a lover.
Congratulations to Miguel on AT40, 6 weeks straight with Sure Thing on High. And that does it for our run of the hottest hits this weekend. But as the temperatures rise, so do the songs on the chart. Next week, anything can happen with tracks from the Jonas Brothers, Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, so many more. Until we do it again, stay close at American Top 40 on social. And take good care.